Hey guys, how's it going? Joelster here, and I'm back with another cool video. And this time I decided to make this video because it's a request that one of my subscribers actually wanted me to do. And as if you've been following my channel, if you've been following, you've been subscribed to this channel for a few months already, you already know that I used to be playing on a Samsung KS8500 series TV. It's a 4K with HDR and everything. It was a pretty good TV. It was an entry-level 4K TV. But then a few months ago, I decided to purchase this one, which is the Samsung KS8500 series, which is a much better display. It has HDR10, certified HDR10, 4K, quantum dot, and all the goodies and everything. And you guys have been seeing how I make the comparisons here, playing with the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One S. And recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I decided to build a computer, a gaming computer, and to use this TV as a pretty much PC monitor. Now, a lot of people, especially gamers, PC gamers, they don't agree to use a TV for a PC monitor, and I understand why. I understand the reasons why they don't do that, and one of the biggest reasons is because of the input lag. That's right, input lag is one of the main reasons PC gamers don't use TVs as monitor. And the thing is that, for example, this Samsung TV, the lowest input lag it will be the lowest millisecond, it will be 20, about 19 something, but it's about 20 milliseconds of input lag. Now compare this to one of those PC monitors. They go for about about 1, maybe 3 milliseconds of input lag. So yeah, that's a big difference, to be honest. That's a big huge difference. Other than that, I think the display is beautiful. This is a 4K display with HDR, so you're getting the best of the best. Now, there's not a lot of games that have HDR. As of right now, I know that Mass Effect does have HDR, and also Shadow Warrior also has HDR. And I will show you some gameplays in just a little bit. But before I do that, I wanted to jump to show you guys how it looks on the internet, surfing the internet. So let's go right here. Also, let me tell you, the display is super bright right here. Let me go. Let's go to, for example, right here, Acer. So now there are new monitors coming out pretty soon, and one of them is that I've been looking around. Is this Acer is gonna be a beast. Where is it? This one, 144 hertz monitors. Now this monitor is gonna be, like I said, awesome. Acer Predator XB272 HDR. This one has 4K 144 hertz gaming monitor with G-Sync and HDR. God damn. Now, the difference between this TV and one of these monitors, it's first off, it's the price. Now this monitor, look, it's not a solid price, but for example, this is going to be running around over $1,000. I can probably say that. I mean, there's nothing solid. That's what I was looking for here. Look, around $1,200, and yeah, that's pretty much around that's going to be when it comes out. But look at the specifications. I mean, oh, another thing, 27-inch screen. The resolution is great, and the performance is pretty much superb. But you're paying over $1,000 for a 27-inch monitor. I think, for me, it's too much. So for this TV, for example, I pay about $900. To me, I think that is great, and I have a 4K display and with HDR. Now, another cool thing about this TV is that you're able to display, like I said earlier, you're able to display the Chroma 444, which is the best color reproduction that you can get. And it's very important if you use this as a monitor that the TV that you get is able to display that at 60 Hertz. The reason being is because you're able to look at very small details, like for example, you see those small letters and numbers down here. Well, having that chroma at 444, that is what is going to help you to be able to surf the internet with no problems at all. Yeah. So another thing that I wanted to show you is that once you connect this TV to your PC, I'm gonna show you right here. Okay. Right now I already changed it to game console. So, but normally this will go, your TV will recognize your computer and will change to PC. Now I don't like this because when you're using a PC, you only have two picture displays, which is the dynamic mode and the standard mode. I don't like either one of those, and that's it. That's all you're gonna get. You see? So my recommendation to you is that you change this to game console. You get more options. You get the game mode option right here, in which you are able to change this, and also you are able to change the settings. As you guys can see, I pretty much always use this kind of settings. Dynamic contrast is soft, warm, and everything. Color space is auto, and that's it. You're able to use those settings. Now let me get into a game, and I can show you the input lag. How bad is the input lag? And like I said, it's not even that bad at all. To be honest, the input lag, you're only able to, to check, to see or notice input lag in games that are actually 50 milliseconds and over on TVs. I'm sorry, not games. So let's check this out real quick. Now this game has HDR. Look how beautiful this thing looks. My God. Alright. Another cool thing about playing games here is that you're able to use your controller. Now if you are if you come from a console, you know how hard it is to get used to the mouse and keyboard. Well, at least to me, it's really hard. So being able to use your controller as to play your games, that's pretty awesome. That's what I think. But let me show you how it is, the input lag. So, for example, right now I have, look how fast is the reaction. Really, really fast, guys. I also have this other sword. I also have, for example, this gun. Look at this. Let's reload. Super, super fast input lag. I mean, to be honest, you don't see any input lag here, using this TV as a monitor. Like I said, unless you're very competitive and you're playing a lot of first-person games, like Call of Duty probably, Battlefield, you're very competitive about it, well then, yeah, you're gonna need something, something faster than this. But honestly, to be able to play at 60 Hertz, which is about 60 frames per second, let's cut this right. Oh shit. Let's use another sword. These are my favorite ones. Yeah. So there you have it. Let me see if I can show you something else. Return to main menu. Yes. You're also able to display, 4K, 2K, 3K, HDR, 1080p, I mean, you got all the options right here with this TV. Now, another thing to consider, if you are buying a monitor or a TV, I think also it depends of the distance that you are. When you're sitting in front of your monitor, you're very close to it, well, then I'll suggest you to get a monitor, because if you have one of these displays, this is a 55-inch. Now imagine having a 55-inch monster sitting in front of you, playing a first-person shooter game. You're gonna get dizzy. You're not gonna enjoy that. So if you are, depending on what the distance that you are, right now I'm sitting about, let's say, 7 feet away from my TV. So to me, this is perfect. This is a 55-inch, and at this distance, even at maybe 8 or 9 feet, I'm totally completely fine with this. And you can get closer too, but like I said, if I get closer, maybe a 4 feet from it, I get dizzy. So I guess also depends on the distance that you're sitting on your TV or your monitor. Also, this TV, I love the way that I have it, because I am able to edit my videos. So if you're into editing your videos, this is awesome. And you can ask any editor that the bigger the display you have, the more real estate you have on the display, it's much better. It's a lot better. You're much easier, more comfortable to work with. So this is perfect for me, because I'm coming from a laptop that is a 14-inch display, and trust me, so I'm looking at this one right here. It's so small in my laptop that I have to get super close to it. Now over here, I'm so comfortable, really very comfortable at this distance. So yeah, it's perfect for your editing your videos, and at a much comfortable display right here. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you, how it is working with a TV like this as a monitor. I think it's great. Like I said, the only problem that we'll probably find will be the input lag, but that's it. The refresh rate is also another thing. This goes up to 60 hertz, and some people want to be able to go higher than that for the frames per second. But if you are cool with that 60 frames per second, and if you're cool having the input lag about 37 milliseconds, then you have no problem using a TV like this for display. And yeah, that's it, I guess. I don't know what else to show you. Oh, I gotta update. Check for updates. Yeah. Ooh, yes. So there's a new update for the Andromeda. Let's download this. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get back to playing Mass Effect Andromeda. It should be available already. And that's it for me. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I upload this kind of videos about once or twice a week, or maybe 3 times more on the weekends. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also make sure that you hit that bell right next to the subscription button, so you can get the messages every time I upload a video. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am Joelster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Joelster out.